squad.
So I was shopping in Ross, and these guys approached me on the way out, and they just totally intrigued me. So let's start with you. What's your name?
Billy Joe.
Billy Joe. How old are you?
25 today.
And happy birthday. Where were you born?
Seattle, Washington.
Seattle. Okay. And what brings you here? How'd you get here?
Choo-choo trains.
Choo-choo trains. Tell me more. You guys all do choo-choo
I
trains.
I started when I was 17, man, when I was in high school. During vacations, I would start, I'd hop over to, I'm from Roseville, California. There's a big train yard in Roseville. And from Roseville, I'd go to Sparks, Nevada. And from Sparks, Nevada, pretty much I just go back or go to Dunsmere, California, which is the next crew change up. Because crews, they do
And what made you do it the first time?
I was actually doing little side jobs, for my mom's sister or whatever like that. Not my aunt, but it might as well be her sister. And I was working in a winery, and I'd be doing, every now and then I have a side job. These kids that I want to transfer to high school because I couldn't pass in the real ones, continuation school. So when I first started, it was pretty much they asked if I wanted to go on a trip and hop a train to Sparks, and I was kind of nervous, wasn't sure if I wanted to do it.
But you obviously liked it.
I did it.
Let me ask you this.
I said fuck it, and I did it.
Right. So let me ask you this. The last month, where have you been?
Month?
Just this last month, the last 30 days?
Last month has been a little slow. During this last month.
We were in North Carolina.
We just met up. I met up with them here.
I've known her for a couple years.
Yeah.
We've hopped trains from California to Bloomington, Indiana. My buddy that used to travel with me, he settled down and got married and got a job and got his life back together. So that probably started from the last month. Then we traveled all the way down, hitchhiked pretty much all the way down to Knoxville, Tennessee. From Knoxville, we spent a couple days at our buddy's house. Then went up to Kentucky for a little gathering type thing, but it wasn't really, great. Then from there, we got to ride all the way to Virginia to the 77, which goes all the way down pretty much to Huntersville. Visited our buddy's mom.
All right, let me stop you for 1 second. Are you guys traveled all together?
Yeah.
Did that?
Me and her know
We met in New Orleans a few Christmases ago.
Yeah.
I just met him here. My traveling partners all just got on a train to Chattanooga, but I don't want to go to Chattanooga. I want to go to Alabama.
So we're catching a train out tonight.
Okay, so when you get here, what do? You get to wherever you're going.
This is what we do.
Money.
Facades.
I play music.
Plays music. I crack Spain, which is pretty much say what we're doing. They help out a little bit of change. Crack Spain is somebody kind of not.
All right, here we go. So we ran out of tape. We only got a couple minutes. So you get here, and you do what? You go where?
Music, and from here they're going to New Orleans. I'm going to Alabama.
We make money and get supplies.
What are you gonna do in New Orleans?
Party
I'm
up.
from there.
Halloween.
You're from there.
Yes,
Do you
sir.
have a place that you live at?
No.
What's your name, by the way?
Jennifer.
Jennifer, how old are you?
I'm 35.
35. And so you were born there?
Yes, sir.
Family's there?
Yes, sir.
Does your family know what you do?
Yes, they do.
What do they think about it?
Well, they kind of... well, they're kind of over it now. They're kind of like... They're like, oh, you're doing... It's been a long road with my family.
Can I be straight with you?
Well, I had a drug charge. I was in prison a couple of times.
Are you addicted to drugs?
No.
Like now?
Not
or-
anymore.
No.
Not
None
anymore.
of you?
No,
Not
all of us
anymore,
have had, drugs is the reason I started traveling 8 years ago, was to get away from it, but none of us have done
Are
it.
you in touch with your family?
My mother lives in a homeless shelter for the most part. She's in and out. She's kind of in a screwed up position in Seattle, but, yeah, I love my mom.
How about you?
What I got.
I love my parents. My parents are great. My family supports me with everything they do. They don't like what I do, but they know they can't change me from what I'm doing.
Do you go visit them?
Yeah.
How often?
About
All
once
the
a
time?
year. It depends on what side of the country. If I'm on this side of the country, I probably won't see them for a year. If I go to the other side of the country, it's probably every 3-4 months.
And so, when you get, do they give you things? Do they give you money?
No, my mom's unemployed right now.
Yeah.
She's unemployed and dealing with legal
We're
cases.
actually about to settle down in Idaho. His dad is a truck driver. Well, he was a truck driver.
He
but now
is.
he's working for...
He's doing water trucks for the oil company in Kildare, North Dakota, getting paid a lot of money. He'll support me going through college. And I'm going to go settle down at my brother's house in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, and get my welder's certificate.
So, do you guys like what you do?
Love
Yes.
it.
I'm tired of
Love
it.
What do you love
I am
about
tired of it too.
Every
I'm
I
day.
like
going up
it.
to Philly after Alabama.
it? Why are you tired of it?
I've been doing it for 8
Very
years.
draining.
Yeah.
So
You get to deal
you
with a
enjoyed
lot of
it?
criticism.
Did you enjoy it for a time?
Yeah.
For about 5 years, yeah.
Like, do you consider yourself homeless on a train?
I got Home Sweet Homeless tattooed on my arm. I mean,
You don't
life
consider
is what
yourself
you
homeless
make
on a
of
The
it.
train?
world is my home.
I'm not
Anywhere I
homeless.
can rest my head, that's my home.
And life is what you make of it. Home is
I'm
what
not
you make of it.
homeless. I'm houseless.
Now,
Yeah.
do you guys have relationships with other folks that do this? You said there's tons, right?
Oh God, yeah.
I got friends all
We
over
got
my
friends
phone.
all over.
Do you meet up places?
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
In
I got
different
a lot of
states.
friends. I
That's
got in
right.
Indiana, Edward. A couple of
Yeah.
friends are in Indiana right now. A couple of friends that we met up with her brother that just hopped on a train.
My brother, who
In
I
North
grew up with since I
Carolina.
was 11, just got on a train.
But
Yeah.
soon
These your
to-
dogs?
Yep, that's Nola.
How long have you had your dogs?
I've had her since she was 6 weeks. She's a year old.
Yeah. And how do you feed them?
Dog food. People
I've had
Alright.
give
her
us
6 years
people
ago.
give us dog food. I
So
dump
they're
it out there.
they're
Got
trained people and they're funny too. All
I've
right.
had mine
So,
for 6 years. Mine's about 6.5 years old.
do you guys ever get sad doing this? Do you ever get lonely?
I
Shitty
do.
process.
I do.
Like, is it a depression kind of thing, or?
Well,
Sometimes.
I mean, everybody's got something about them that they're trying to get away from. You know?
right. What is it for you? Do you know?
A lot of things.
A lot of things.
A lot of
I don't have that much
I know it.
battery on my
Yeah.
tape, so
It's a lot of
hold
things.
them. That'll be part 2.
Yeah.
How about you guys? Like, and what do you when
I'm
you?
currently on a mission to hang out with my friends because I've been depressed as of lately. So I've just been going around seeing all my friends and fixing my head.
Friends, other folks that do what you do.
Yes, sir.
And folks that don't.
Do you have cell phones? How do you communicate with you?
Obama gives you phones.
If you do
Obama,
food stamps.
I gotta love Obama. Obama does
Food
not
stamps.
give
Once
me.
you get a food stamps, gives you a free phone, $200 a
That's so
month.
they can keep in touch with you.
That's what they keep in touch.
How do
with
you
yeah.
how do you charge them?
Just they have outlets in some different buildings, and outside the
If
building
they
got
had an
outlets.
outlet
Plug our
right here,
charger
plug it in.
How do you shower?
Whenever we get out stuff, we don't.
Yeah.
Long as I've
I
gone
travel
without a
with
shower.
baby wipes. I don't like to stink. So.
As long as I've
Yeah,
gotten out
I
of a
like
shower,
to
it's
stink
probably like 4 or 5 months.
Oh no.
As long as
hell
I've
no.
gone, it sucks.
Yeah.
I'd try. If I got a shower, I shower 3 times a day.
Churches. I
Some
don't care. I
some
just
states you
shower.
go to, some states you go to, you can make really good money and you can get a hotel, and that's what I try to do because I like watching TV and I like relaxing and I like washing my hands.
So let me. Next month is Thanksgiving.
Yes.
What do you guys do for holiday? Thanksgiving, Christmas, Labor
That's
Day,
gonna be in Philadelphia.
President's
I don't
Day.
know. Last Thanksgiving, I was living on some property up in Susanville, California. The Thanksgiving before that, we ate at a Waffle House in Shreveport, Louisiana.
So you don't go home to family, I guess is my question.
Well, if I'm close and I can make it, I will. But if I'm over here, it's too cold, man.
do you
Going
call
to-
your parents when you go,
Yeah.
or you just show up?
I call
talk to
my
my
mom
mom
all
every
the time.
You talk to your mom every day?
Not every day, but most of the time. I
Really?
love my mom.
Yeah,
the
my
only one I
mom's
got.
cool.
It's awesome.
If I got a
Brothers and
question,
sisters?
I
Yeah.
got
One sister.
How many brothers and sisters?
I got a older sister and a younger brother. I don't
What do
tell-
they do?
They're night and day for me.
They're what?
They're night and day. Like they're so different from me.
Are you
Like,
close to them? Do you talk to them?
No, hell no. They won't talk to me.
Oh.
My sister got married when I was not allowed her wedding.
Okay.
But
That's part of your thing. We're gonna get that next
Right.
tape. How about you?
I got an older sister. She's 38, and I got a brother that's older than me too. I'm the baby, and he's 23 or something like that.
What do they do?
My brother just got a job at Sears doing
Okay.
foot thing. My sister's a massage therapist.
Okay.
And
So, do you stay in touch with your siblings?
oh yeah,
Yeah. You talk to them all the time.
I love him, man.
So, and how about you?
I have one sister. We don't talk. She's a Trekkie.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. I
All
love
right.
Star Trek, but she's
Go
like
on.
mean as hell.
Oh, okay.
And she's just like, I don't know. She's crazy about it.
So are
It's
you guys-
Really bad.
You guys close? You talk?
No, not really.
Hang,
Like
you-
I try to talk to her. I play Magic together with her.
What does she do?
but she's an electrician union.
You know, Christian.
Yeah.
Cool.
But
Okay.
she's just mean.
And you're all like, when you go home, you're just welcome to show up whenever
don't.
to your parents.
I don't.
Yeah, I can stay in my house for a while.
You don't-
My
you-
mom's
I haven't seen my
more
family
like,
in years.
my mom's like, oh, you can stay
Oh,
at
I
the
thought you
house,
were
but
going
Dad
home. You're not
said
going
that
home
when you leave.
So,
I'm going. I have a 17-year-old son, and
where's he?
He's with not with my parents. He's with my ex-husband.
Okay. Wow, you got stories.
Yeah, I got a lot
Are you in
of
touch?
stories.
Are you in touch with your son?
Yeah. Oh, always.
Always.
Calls him all the time.
Always.
And how does?
Always.
What's your relationship with him like? Does he know?
Oh, he knows
what you
everything.
do, what you deal with, what
absolutely,
you're-
Absolutely. I'm very upfront with my son.
That's cool.
Yeah. That's.
So how often do you talk to him?
All the time. Couple
All-
times a week.
A couple times a week.
Well, not a couple, but you know.
Yeah.
Maybe more than 2 times.
Yeah. No, that's awesome.
Very
That's
often.
awesome. Hey, if you talk to him at all, it's awesome, right?
Huh. That's my baby.
Yeah. So if you guys had money wasn't a concern. You could live anywhere, you could do anything, your life could look like anything you want. Anything. What would it be?
Farming.
God.
What's that?
Farming.
You'd live on a farm, you'd be a farmer?
Yeah. Just horticulture, permaculture, and natural sciences. Say self-sustainable living.
Would you be wealthy? Would you have nice things? Would you just be minimalist?
I would have a lot of instruments and a lot of dogs and my property and have my friends come and go as they please, and I would just be as self-sustainable as I could be.
How about you?
I'd help my family out and I have a lot of property, and I would just try to travel the United States, but have a place where I can go back to, and probably where, wherever I'm living at or whatever, I'd have, same thing with horticulture. I have farms, not like big farms, but some, like a lot of, grow. I can grow stuff.
Would you be married? Would you have kids? Oh, I forgot about that. You'd be married and have kids? Married
Maybe
and have
not
kids?
marriage, but kids, yeah.
I'll be married and have kids. I don't know. Married, maybe not have kids, not be married. I don't know.
Okay.
That's my girlfriend.
I've done both.
She's got her two sides.
Okay,
so
wait a
the
second.
kids
You're a
aren't-
couple?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Oh, jeez. You didn't tell me that. All right, hold on a second. If you could do anything, have anything, blah, 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 what would you?
Oh,
What would be your
God.
story?
Jeez.
It's so hard. There's so
It
much
comes to your
stuff.
head right away. You know what it is.
Well, I'll probably be a housewife again. I like it. I like it. I like it.
Okay.
I do like it.
Would you have
Ju-
nice things? Would you?
I don't care about that.
Minimalist?
I don't care about that.
Small,
That means
cozy,
nothing. I
small,
have nothing
cozy
right now.
house, man.
I have nothing right now.
Animals.
mama
I'd have
right
a
there.
freaking million dogs running everywhere,
I just
man.
wanna be happy, dude.
No
That's
cats.
all I
Even though my
You know?
sister's mean, I'd still have a house for her on my property.
I could have $1 million
What is-
and probably still be miserable. You know?
What is happy? You just want to be happy. What is it?
Freedom.
Well, yeah.
The cop's not fucking with you every time you walk down the street and you're not doing anything.
Oh, come on. There's more than that.
Happy. Freedom.
Freedom.
Freedom?
Being in
Absolutely.
comfort, having know my family is taken care of, everything's all right then, so they don't have to go through any grief
Not
or
having
anything
to
like
worry
that.
that
Yeah.
your friends are gonna
And
die
not having
at
to
any
have
given moment, or
Yeah, like
Does that
people
happen
are-
to you?
People,
Our friend just
we
died.
just rolled our friend over to the overdose and died August 5th in Cheyenne, Wyoming. That's exactly the reason we didn't go straight down from Indiana to New Orleans. The reason we went to North Carolina to visit his parents, like I said on the camera.
one of
What
my best
percent-
friends just shot himself in the face in Missoula, Montana a couple
Another girl
months ago.
shot her head off.
What percent
She got
of
hit by a car. Other buddy got hit by a car.
what percent of you folks are addicted to drugs?
Probably a good half of
A
us.
good
Yeah.
Are you addicted to drugs prior to, and this is where
Yeah,
you end
I
up?
have. I was.
Are there
Not me.
people that aren't addicted but just have nowhere to go? They
Well,
don't know
I
who
think
they
it's
are.
just about being venturing, traveling. They just want to see things and do shit and not sit in the same spot for a minute, you know?
Yeah.
They just want to see stuff.
If I had a job and settled down and everything, I'd still do what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I would, if I had
Well,
a couple week vacation, I'd still go hop a train. And if I was up in the Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, I'd go to Sandpoint, hop out. I'd probably go over to Minneapolis and hop back, just then go back to work again. I'm always gonna be doing it until I can't do it anymore. But at the same time, I
She's
would
done
like to
it.
have a place. Yeah, she did a job.
I had a house in North Dakota, and every weekend I'd ride to Fargo from Minot, and I was working 2 jobs, worked for the city and for the airport. And then another time I lived in Charleston, South Carolina, and in Savannah, Georgia at the same time. Had 1 week on work in each place at a time, and I'd work 1 week, ride freight to the next town for the
So
weekend.
let me bring us
Again.
back to the drug addiction. How many people are addicted to drugs? What? I'm not sure exactly where
Do
I
we
want to
look
go.
like drug addicts?
No, you don't look. Well, that's one of the things that kind of intrigued me about you guys. I don't know what you look like.
Right.
I'm kind of a health nerd.
I can't
wake up
figure
every
out-
I
morning,
understand.
I keep-
A lot of people
She has-
don't know what to think
Yeah.
of. They're like, what the hell are you? That's why.
So we got a lot of looks, a lot of stares.
Oh, yeah.
Little stare.
All the time. They're like,
I don't
what the
care.
hell?
What would
Curious.
you,
Everyone's curious.
if every single person you encountered, you were able to stop on the street and tell them something about you, like who you are, what would you say? How would
My
you
name's
explain
Jesse.
yourself?
I'm not crazy. I've had people stop and just tell me I'm very intimidating looking. I was like, I'm not intimidating. I'm a very nice guy. I'm not a drug addict. I'm not, asking you for money for crack or anything like that. To tell you the truth, the main thing I really like is I like to drink and I like to smoke cigarettes. That's pretty much all. I don't rob people. I don't steal. I don't rip people off. Like, if you took me back to your house and stuff like that,
what
I
would you
wouldn't
say?
take anything for you.
I'm Billy Joe, and I'm a person just like you. Don't judge me.
Exactly.
Mind your business on my mind.
Do you ever find yourself judging people? Just out of curiosity.
Try not to.
But you do find it?
Yeah.
I mean, I am human.
All the time.
Can't help it.
Everybody
So are they,
judges
huh?
everybody.
Never judge
Everybody's got
Never judge a book by a cover, man,
That's
but
like
it's
a-
born into people, man. I judge a
It's
lot of
a
people book by a cover, but I don't like doing it.
Judgment's generally impending on your first or second meeting, like how somebody is, the way they react to everything, and just their persona in general. You know, you can kind of just gather a lot about a person by the first 2 times you meet them.
Do you think that folks that encounter you don't know what to think? Like, they don't know how to be around you?
A
Or,
lot of 'em.
like, I'm just sitting here, I just stopped, I asked you, we're talking.
Have you ever spoke to other folks like us?
Never. I've never done this before.
A lot of people who don't want to hang out with us.
And what do you
It's
think
the
of
way
us?
we look.
Well, like I said, I didn't know what to think. Now that and I've always wanted to ask and I've never been comfortable.
Right on.
I don't know what to think. There's a part of me that because I work every day. I go home,
Yeah, yeah.
I eat,
I want to
A
do it so
routine.
bad.
I watch TV, I go to bed, and I do it every day.
That's what I
And
want to do.
it's pretty
Boring.
it's pretty stifling sometimes.
Right.
Like, oh, here I go again.
That's just how our
I've
life
done
is,
that
though.
before, so I understand.
However, there's a lot of perks to it. I live in a nice
Right.
home.
Absolutely.
I eat good food.
Right.
I have a car. I have a lot of luxury that I
Right.
take for granted.
Sure.
I never, I don't even think about it.
Right.
So, for you guys, there's a little bit of sadness, a little bit of disconnect from your family, your friends. You're talking about losing some. I don't know. So there's that, and then there's the wow, you could do anything.
Right.
You could go anywhere. You must meet a ton of people.
Oh, God,
Yeah, it's the
yes.
same thing with my dad, man. I call this freedom, but he doesn't call what I'm doing as freedom.
Right.
He says I work my ass off and I do anything, but you know what? If you say you want to go to Italy, I have to go to Italy to do nothing. I can go to Italy whatever the hell I want to. It's like I work my ass off to have freedom, you know? He's like, if I want to go get a cheeseburger from the $50 cheeseburger from this great restaurant, I can't do that. He's like, freedom to me is I have the money to go do it.
I get it.
At the same
I get
time,
it.
he's got to
And
do that routine
I
though,
heard-
every day to have the freedom.
And I'm
He's got
not
to work to
knocking
have his
anybody for
freedom.
doing that. I've had this. I've had the whole
I don't knock
house.
nobody.
I've had the car, the everything. I've had this. Them, I mean, I don't
Do
know.
you think
but-
you lost it because of the drugs?
No, that's my mom. My son died, and
Oh, we got more stories. She's got stories.
Yeah.
I heard a great thing the other day on TV. I don't remember who said it. That it was some big celebrity, and the question was, "Boy, I'd like to have your life, or could I have your life?"
Why are you
Yeah.
chewing
And she
on my
said
foot?
you could, but you have to have all of it.
right, right.
You have to have
True.
all of it.
Right.
So
Not
like,
what you see, you know.
exactly. So everybody's got their good and their bad.
Exactly.
And
There's great parts about what we do, and that's just really shitty parts.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
1 minute I've had great times, 1 minute all of a sudden, 1 second it got extremely shitty.
Like when it's raining, it's like, holy shit, where the hell am I gonna sleep?
Yeah,
Like
that
it sucks to be us
It's not
today.
get even worse than that, man.
I mean, yeah, it's been a lot. Yeah, it's been a lot worse.
I've had
than-
so many bad experiences on the road. I've been doing it for about 8 years now, so
Oh, you were young. How old were you when you started?
I was, I think, like 17.
Were you like a runaway, or?
Then my mom kicked me out because I had a drug problem instead of she. She
Oh,
didn't
what
know
were you
how
on?
to handle mine, and I didn't know how to handle hers.
What were you on?
Heroin.
Heroin for how long?
13 to 16 was meth, 16, 17 was heroin.
Wow. Where'd you grow up again?
So, Seattle.
Seattle. Bad neighborhood or
Bad
tough
city.
tough area? Bad city.
Not necessarily a neighborhood I was sticking to.
Yeah.
So.
Happened to a lot of your classmates too.
Yeah.
How about you? When did you didn't have drugs, or you did have drugs?
No, I've done them. I've never gotten addicted. I really don't. I try to keep. I did coke for like half a year. I got addicted to that. That's about as far as I've gotten. I've done a lot of drugs, but I don't make myself get addicted to them because I watched my brother steal money from me and my family over
Right.
Oxycontin and some of that.
Gotcha.
And my mom was big, cokehead. My sister did it for a while, and my aunt
Did
does
you grow
meth.
up with that?
Um,
Like, was it normal for
My
you
mom
to
was a
see?
huge raging alcoholic, and she quit doing coke when I was 5. But
But like,
No,
for
but she
instance,
still
when you were a kid, did you ever see your mother snort cocaine? Have you ever seen your
no,
mom
she
actually
quit
do
when
it?
I was 5, so
Oh,
I
okay.
don't have any
You don't
My mom
remember
did
it
a pretty
or-
good job at keeping
But I've
it
seen
behind
her,
doors.
They hit it. They didn't do it out in the
She
open.
gets
For the
ridiculously
most part, yeah.
drunk to the point where I wish she'd rather snort coke than do
Right.
drink.
Right.
She's the same size as you, and she drinks a half gallon of vodka to her dome every day.
Oh, bless
and
her
does
heart.
daycare and drives daycare kids around.
A
Drives us around.
margarita will do me. So how about you? You got a laundry list of drugs you take, and I can tell from your story. So am I right?
Probably,
Yeah.
but
So
damn.
what? Just give me the 30-second rundown. What have you done?
What have I done?
Yeah, like what drugs have you been
Oh.
addicted to? When did you start?
Oh.
If you want to answer, you don't have
Drinking is my drug of choice. That's what I've always done my whole life. I've been a heroin addict. I've been a cocaine addict. Yeah, I've gone to prison 3 times because of cocaine.
How much time have you spent in prison?
Well, 9 months, 9 months, 9 months.
What was prison like? Was it horrible?
No, it wasn't so bad. It wasn't so bad.
I've always wondered.
Everybody makes it. I mean, you watch it.
I've
guess
always wondered, and I've never been
Give
able to
respect
ask.
and you get respect.
Well,
Just
well,
teach yourself.
I mean, like different states are different states.
Sure, of
and
course.
men's penitentiary is different from the women's penitentiary. Woman, I never got hit on at all, and I was kind of pissed off. I'm like, everybody hits on me in the street, and I'm like, they had these ugly ass bitches, like, look, dog faces, and I'm like, why can't I get hit on?
Are you bisexual?
Yeah, but not in there. No,
No, okay.
that wasn't even a thought in my head.
Most women in the world are.
Oh, what is the? Are there gay people and straight people in your world?
Oh
or is
yeah,
it-
my
Is it
buddy
not-
Meadow, he's gay as all hell, man. He's gay as can be. He's like, he's like, you know,
Still,
yeah.
Edo?
I got a Hello Kitty wallet. He's like, I'm a faggot and I fuck you up. He's like, look,
Okay.
and he's dirty.
Children.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, sorry
My
about
friend
that, man.
Keith is the kind of
All right.
guy that's like, well,
Keith's
hey,
bi.
no,
So,
violently
so
gay.
let-
Keith
so
is the whole
it's
we're
not
gonna fight
a
identify.
judgment thing then.
No,
You could be gay, you could be straight, you could be it doesn't matter.
Dude, you can
We
stick,
can't
judge
you can
each
stick
other,
flames
really.
up your butthole. I don't care. You're cool, man. Like,
We're all
whatever
screwed
floats
up.
your
We all
boat,
come
buddy.
from different backgrounds, and bottom line is we're all out here doing the same thing for whatever our reasons are. Most of us don't really talk about it with the rest of us because we all know we all got our own problems. Why share the problem?
Hey,
you know?
strum on your guitar some more. That was
It's a
beautiful.
ukulele.
I love what you said, by the way, too. But
The what?
how old were you, by the way? You didn't say.
When I started doing
Yeah.
drugs, oh shit, 13. I got caught in 4th grade with cigarettes from stealing. So yeah, my mom put my head through the wall for that.
How do you guys view people that have lots of money?
Well,
Depends.
I
I'm
don't
trying to judge him.
I judge them on the way they act. Like, I've not been, and this is not my whole lifestyle, has not been my whole lifestyle. I've had, I mean, my family, you know, like my aunt, she's traveled the world.
You want me to sing a song?
I'm listening to you. I just wanted to get her guitar.
I can play it, like, I can sing you a song real fast if you want.
Yeah, go ahead.
She's very good too. Sing.
I'm just gonna do that song I sang to you guys earlier. It's a good song.
It's like Ross dressed for less idle. Here we go.
There we go.
I'll be Ryan Seacrest. Go ahead.
Yay!
You're great.
Always giving me the tickets, acting like life's so easy picking. Just as long as I get by, see the devil when the devil says I. So afraid, old man saying, you better stop your hesitating. Just as long as I get high, see the devil when the devil says I. You may have your social shoes that can go for your fun. All the things I like to do, you seem to stop me one by one. Just because it makes you stronger, it won't make you live no longer. Just as long as I stay high, see the devil when the devil says I. See the devil when the devil, see the devil when the every time at that point.
Well, let me tell you this, okay? First of all, so you know in the Olympics, like they get up there and they do this amazing act and then they jump off the balance beam and they miss, right?
Yeah.
That was that. That was
Yeah.
amazing.
She's got a beautiful
That was
voice.
amazing. That was beautiful.
She's got a
Thank
beautiful
you.
voice.
Do you train yourself or
Yeah, I've been teaching myself for like 2 years now, I think.
if you wrote songs, what message would you put in your songs?
So far, the only song I've written was for Bill Murray because he's been doing a lot of movies with Wes Anderson, amazing director. But I'm worried that Bill Murray might try to off himself, so I'm kind of writing him this song, so in hopes that he doesn't. I really like Bill Murray.
I'm thinking about Cat.
Sorry, I'm getting a little emotional here.
That's right. She's getting verklempt. We'll take the camera off of her while she gets verklempt. We won't look at her anymore.
Apologies.
Do you guys know what's going on in the world? News?
I was just at Occupy Chicago and Occupy Memphis.
Really? What are your thoughts
Occupy-
on it? What are they looking for?
I have no idea.
What were you looking for?
I actually was looking for my friend's house at Occupy Chicago and ran into that.
Where
the hell is that again?
I was like, wait a minute, what the hell's going on? But, I mean, I kind of think that if you really want to get your message across, then do something about it. Silent protest isn't really the way to do it.
Right?
What would you do if somebody said, "Hey, you got to do something"? What cause would you take up? What would you do? Who would you help? What would you teach?
I mean, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
It's a good answer. If you don't know, it's a great answer.
I have no idea. I mean, whatever I could. So, and I've got a lot to give, like a lot of knowledge and all that, but it's probably impending on each individual's need. So, you
Very
can't really
cool.
just have a blanket cover of everything. It doesn't work like that.
Right.
So,
That's it. I'm done. What else would you what would you say to me in closing that I didn't ask?
are
that
you a
should share?
Trekkie?
I am.
You sounded offended.
Oh, I
when
love
said
it.
I grew
yeah.
up with Star Trek.
As a matter of
so.
fact,
My sister's just really rude
So
about
funny.
it.
yeah, no, I'm.
It's like it's a change.
I'm
He's
far-
like, what's wrong with that?
I'm not rude about anything, but certainly not Star Trek. Oh, don't do that, doggy.
Lola.
Yeah.
Whatever your name is.
Like, those are nice.
How about you? What would you say? What did I miss? What would your closing thoughts be?
Nah, I don't know. I didn't really have any.
No? How about you?
I'd say the truth. I'm curious what alcohol we should get. That's to say the
Just a
truth.
bottle of whiskey because
That he's
it's
got
my
to drive to the
birthday.
store like a couple
Yeah, we'll
blocks
take
away.
we'll take that. We'll take that. We'll get that. I mean.
Oh
How about
yeah,
you?
yeah.
Anything?
That's just
Don't judge a book by its cover. Definitely not.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for doing this. I really
Thank
appreciate
you.
it. Are you up to date on computers? I was just curious about like technology.
I'm computer illiterate.
I have a MySpace.
You have a MySpace? No, I mean like if you went to a library and they had a computer, would you know? Do you know how to surf? Do you know how to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basic.
You don't-
I grew up in the 90s. I mean, all that shit started, so.
Windows
Right.
95.
Right.
No, I can surf. Yeah, it's not too
What year were you born?
90.
Oh my god, I remember.
21.
Okay, and then the other thing was you mentioned that people that you travel with die
Yes.
from, and
Quite
a
a-
lot of them
quite a lot.
suicides.
No.
Actually, about
No.
once every 6 years. This year happens to be the 6-year mark where about 4 or 5 of my friends have offed themselves since this year started. But once every 6 years, it kind of cycles. Usually it's alcoholism or heroin abuse.
Yes.
The alcoholism happens to be drunk riding trains and falling off, or trying to get on them while they're drunk and losing their legs and bleeding out, or
So a lot of them are accidents.
for the
Yeah.
most part.
And what happens when you get sick? Yeah, like
Free clinic, here you come. I'm into really medicinal health and all that, naturopathic healing, and currently on my backpack I have a Nalgene full of fire cider, which is habaneros, ghost peppers, serranos, apple cider vinegar, garlic,
I didn't
and
understand
ginger.
a word you just said. To be
And
honest with
just-
you, did you
Just
understand
a
a word
bunch
you
of
just
herbs
said?
and stuff.
Herbs.
I didn't hear.
But
Yeah, I didn't.
if you take a shot of that, like it's non-alcoholic.
But
it's
there's
just
free
medicinal.
clinics that you can go to
Yes,
if you
you can.
if you're.
There's free
like-
clinics, or they have to accept you at a hospital. You just get a bill sent.
Oh
They'll just
really?
go,
You just give it to your parents.
Throw it on your credit.
Hey,
No,
just
just don't
send
give
that
them
to my
an
mom and
address.
dad's house. They'll be fine.
My mom has a file cabinet full of bills, so I had to pay tickets. So
You
Man, I've never gotten built. I mean,
I
I have
probably
Medi-Cal,
about
that's only from
35
California.
do not answers from bill collectors' phone numbers in my Obama phone because I happen to not be the
My
healthiest
Obama
person.
That's the funniest thing ever. My Obama phone. Do you keep the same number for your how long have you had that number?
Since Obama got elected,
So if I wanted to call you, you could give me your phone number. What's your phone number?
did I have to say it on the thing?
Did you mind?
Are you putting it on YouTube?
No. Oh, I'll bleep it. If I do, I'll bleep it out.
Can I write it down for you instead?
Yeah, that'll
'Cause
work.
I don't really want YouTube to have my phone number.
No. I took. I
guys
would
like,
never.
that girl's hot.
Do I look like the kind of guy that would do that?
No, but I mean,
I would totally
folks may
bleep
be
it out, but that's
deceiving.
cool. Write it down for me though, in case I want
I
to get a
can
hold
do
of you.
that.
How about you?
I've had the
You have
same number since freshman year. My mom is a family plan for me and my brother and her.
Oh, okay.
And so she took
So
it
your mom
off.
pays for your cell phone.
Pretty much, yeah. So
Did you get an Obama phone too? You could have two phones.
No. This is when George Bush was rocking it.
That's
Yeah.
Right.
This is when George Bush was depleting our country.
I
Would you-
have a friend that's got about 6 Obama phones because they only give you about 190 minutes a month.
They get 200.
Oh, what is she impersonator? That doesn't matter. So tell
No,
me,
he just goes to different
will you give me your phone number and I'll bleep it out?
I don't care if people call me. Just
Okay.
fuck off. 916 316-456-2.
Okay.
Or 1-800-FUCK-OFF. Just kidding.
Yeah,
I'm just
whatever.
kidding. No,
Yeah.
that is my number, though.
Yeah,
The
I'll
first one.
bleep that out too.
I don't have a phone.
You don't have a phone? Where's your Obama phone?
She's my phone.
Okay. Oh, so you guys are a couple. How long have you been together?
Almost a year.
7-8 months.
Oh wow. So you travel everywhere together?
Yeah.
Yeah, we met in Berkeley, California.
Just out and about?
It's funny how we met. I got into Berkeley, California, and my buddy's like, "Oh, your dog's name is Lola." My girl, not my girl, like girlfriend. My friend Jen is from New Orleans. Her dog's name is Nola. Nola and Lola. It's Nola and Lola. And yeah, so we just said like first time we met, like, hey. Then she didn't like me too much at first, and we got drunk.
don't like nobody
and
too
she
much at
punched
first.
me in the face. And usually most people she beat up in Berkeley with dudes, and they would run and be scared of her. But she punched me in the face and told her she hit like a bitch. And punched me again. She hit me again. I was like, okay, no, because that was a hard one. And but after that, yeah, she.
What is the real?
she
And then you
seduced
had
me.
candlelight dinner. What is this?
No, we had sex by an abandoned church.
Or like, you
It's
know,
like-
what is it? Lady and the Tramp. They suck dumpster spaghetti.
Yeah, exactly. I figured that's where it was going. It sounded like a real Hallmark moment there.
Yeah, well, it was in the books right there.
Okay. So if you guys ever decided to settle down, you'd settle down together.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
are settling down.
Where are you settling down?
Coeur d'Alene, Idaho.
What does that mean? Tell me what that means. Like, settle down, like you get a place.
I'm gonna go there. My dad has a really good job, and he's getting paid $126 an hour at
Damn.
Killdeer, North Dakota.
Well, you
doing
could hire
work
all
for
of
the
us.
oil company.
Damn, yeah. Get
And,
a job. Shit.
Yeah, you gotta be a trucker where you can work it. They
I
just
can
hit an
drive a
oil
truck,
strike.
my
But
man
anyways,
was
he
a
said,
trucker, I can do
Jesse, you know, you don't want to be an alcoholic bum your whole life. He's like, I'll actually pay your way through college. Financial thing is, I got you financially covered. So I'm like, that's a big, huge thing on my back, financial issues.
Yeah.
Yeah, so my brother's living up there, and that's kind of my uncle's property. My brother's renting out with a couple other roommates, and he's gonna live with his girlfriend, so I'm gonna go there, live there, probably
And
work
she's
labor
gonna
ready.
live with you?
Yeah, and I've lived in this house off and on since I was a kid, since I was like a kid. So,
Right.
you know, the roommates hate homeless people, and they hate me, but screw them, you know, I don't care about them. And,
Here.
so.
Oh,
My
another
email
question I thought of
address
for
is
you.
on-
When's the last time you did drugs and what kind?
That was, we were probably in Chicago, we shot some heroin.
Yeah.
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 I could also say the same. I've
Honestly.
done heroin probably about 6 times in the past 8 years.
Where do you go when you do it? Like, do you know where to go?
We sat in a
Where do you
field.
get it? How do you
Sat-
pay for it? Come to think of it.
The same thing we do right now,
Okay.
pretty much. But
I don't know
we
how
did-
much heroin. How much is a heroin
Uh,
target?
it's
10
usually
bag.
10 bag.
You can get a 10 bag.
10 bag, is that like $10?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Can
you
you
can
tell?
shoot that up, and you can be pretty, decent.
Can you tell how boring my life is?
No,
Yeah,
I don't
okay.
Hey,
Well,
I don't-
different
I don't
start
know
with different
It's
folks,
all
man.
good.
Right.
Yeah.
There's street smarts and there's
Turn the
different
camera on
smarts.
Yeah.
yourself. I
Now,
wanna
Barry,
learn
what do
about
you do for work?
I
Go
am
by
in
yourself.
real estate.
Real estate.
Yeah.
Real estate's
Don't
down
care
right
for
now.
it. No, I know. Well, my family owns a real estate company.
Oh,
Okay.
So,
My partner and I opened one.
My aunt was in real estate.
Yeah.
right on.
So, but yeah. What else? There's
I-
another
I-
question I wanted to ask too, and I don't remember. That's it. So awesome, guys.
you from
Love
Atlanta?
talking to you. No, I'm from Connecticut.
Connecticut, what part?
Waterbury area. It's kind of like.
My uncle's from Connecticut.
Oh, really?
My Uncle Jimmy, yeah. Jimmy and
Small.
Carol.
Well, I mean, you got 152 chance, 50 chance, right?
This is a nice place, man. This is the
Yeah.
first time I've ever seen extreme hard rain.
Yeah.
In Connecticut. We're driving down the road, and all of a sudden, we couldn't see nothing, man. I'm like, what the hell? You know, California just drizzles, you know?
Yeah, I lived in Florida. That was hard rain.
Yeah,
First time I
bet.
saw it was South Carolina in a big old truck, and we hit a crane and almost got in a wreck. And a semi truck was pretty scary. I was like, whoa.
Costa Rica, too, man.